Hey everyone, and welcome to New to Books. My name is Brent, and I am new to books. I'm on a quest to get caught up on awesome books, so if you know of any, please recommend them to me. I was recommended this book called The Fourth Wing, which is the first book in the Empyrean series. So I read it, and here's what I think, without any spoilers. Hold on. So this is not a spoiler, but just more of a heads up that even though this is a book about a girl who's in this school and is forced to become a dragon rider and spends most of her time fighting to survive, this is indeed a romantasy with a lot of explicit love things, which is actually a bit too spicy for my taste, but I didn't want to affect my overall rating. So yeah, just a heads up. Spicy. The plot. So this book is about a girl named Violet who's a cadet at a dragon academy and the many challenges she has to go through while there. You quickly learn how important and dangerous this Dragon Academy is to these young people's lives and how their future will be determined pretty quickly depending on how they perform. So you're thrown right into the story and there's a ton of action right away. There's never really a dull moment. There's always wondering about what's going to happen next. You have this Dragon Rider Academy that they're attending, but it seems like there's something bigger going on that you just want to keep learning more. So I gave it a 5 out of 5 for the plot. The main character is Violet, who's very likable and she can handle herself, but she definitely has some flaws, so she's relatable. You want to root for her as she tries to prove to herself to basically everyone, including herself. The writing's done really well where you can know her thoughts and what she's thinking about pretty much everyone around her as well. She definitely grows throughout the book, and the word resilient always comes to mind when thinking about her and what she has to go through. Then you're trying to figure out who are the other people that will end up being her friends or enemies, and you will grow to respect at least every one of them, but you have to really figure out what their true motives are. So I gave that a 5 out of 5. For writing style, the writing style is pretty clear and concise. It's pretty straightforward, which makes sense for this genre and who the audience is for. I would definitely say it's an easy read. Some very tiny, funny moments thrown in there, which I appreciate. I wouldn't say there's any standout quotes or anything. Maybe only one that was included in the back of the book, which says, "A dragon without its rider is a tragedy. A rider without their dragon is dead." 4 out of 5. So the pacing is fast and moves quickly, and you're really pushed along the story, which I appreciate. There's no flashbacks or major things like that. It's all action all the time. It seems like there's a bit of a cliffhanger at the end of every chapter, so it keeps making you want to keep reading, really unsure of what's going to be next. It's like, what challenge is next? What does she have to deal with now? How is she going to get out of this predicament? 5 out of 5. So, world building. A world filled with dragons and people who ride those dragons seems like an awesome world. Each dragon is described differently, which makes you wonder about their backstory. You do get some information on the world outside the Dragon Academy, but a lot of it is still mysterious and something you have to learn more about. They don't just give you all the information up front, which I'm totally fine with. It's really more focused on the characters and what's going on with them. So, 4 out of 5. Emotions. I definitely felt all the emotions, mostly anxiety of all the stuff these cadets have to go through. Lots of tense situations. You generally feel worried about their characters and their well-being. I guess that means kudos to the writing of the characters. If you are worried about what they're up to, you really, like I said, care about them, so that's written really well. But yeah, like I said before, the exciting parts where you really have no idea what's going to happen next. And there's just a bunch of those throughout the book. Again, they keep referencing graduate or die, and you always have to think to yourself, there can't possibly be the only options. So I gave that a 4 out of 5. Originality. Yeah, I mean, dragons is not super original, and young people going to school is not super original, but you put those two things together, and yeah, you definitely have a winner. So 4 out of 5. Fun level. I always like to ask about myself with the book I'm reading. Am I having fun? And the answer to this book is yes, or else I wouldn't have finished this in like 2 days. Pretty much a combo of everything I said so far. Fast pace, action, characters you care about, not knowing what's happening next, who's going to be fighting, who's going to be falling in love with this person, just a lot of unknowns. Plus, the magic in this book is unique and really affects the personality of each character. So I gave that a 5 out of 5. Themes. The two themes I would really think about for this book would be overcoming adversity, where Violet really has to go through some stuff to prove herself and push beyond what people actually think of her and what she thinks of herself. The other theme would be the duty versus desire theme, where she's like, hey, I got to do what's required of me, what is best for everyone around me in the academy, versus what she really wants. So she's really conflicted, but really finds a way to deal with it. So you always kind of feel for her and maybe even get mad at her a little bit for not always making the right decisions. So I gave that a 4 out of 5. The ending. This book did have a good ending, one that I was definitely not expecting, maybe because I was focusing maybe too much on the characters and what's going on with them and their intentions. I always think whether this book is going to make me want to read the next one in this series, which definitely made me want to do that. So I gave that a 5 out of 5. So overall, I really liked this book, and it definitely had some small moments which made me think about other book series, especially one in particular with students and wizards and schools and magic. But obviously this one has more people dying. I do like the bond between the riders and the dragons. I thought that was pretty cool. How the relationship between them changed who they actually are. I'm definitely interested to see how the story and characters progress in the next couple of books. But overall, this was a fun read with characters who I actually generally root for. I'm just intrigued to see what's really going on in this world beyond the Dragon Academy. So 4 out of 5. So that's Fourth Wing. I'm like actually 90% done with the next book, Iron Flame. So expect a review on that one soon. And if you like this review, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any other books or series that you want to recommend to me, definitely let me know in the comments. But thanks everyone for watching. Catch you guys next time.